Hey everyone, welcome to another podcast. It's currently 4:21 in the morning, and this is like my almost third day without sleep, and so I figured I would talk about the tiredness of being alive. This is for people who feel too tired to be alive, or maybe they're feeling burnt out. Um, so first, I guess we should talk about what it means to be too tired to be alive. I'm sure if you're that person, then you already know what I'm talking about. You know, you wake up, but you don't really wake up. No passion. It's just you don't want to be alive. And you don't really have a reason for not wanting to be alive. It's just life feels like, trying to think of a word, the word that I'm thinking of. Not a burden, but just unnecessary. Like, if you die, like, it's not a big deal. It doesn't really matter. Like, like you just want to go to sleep and never wake up again. And that'd be okay because your soul is tired. Um, so for some people, when they go out and stuff, and they can connect with people, right? But usually it's like a facade. Like it's not real. Like you're smiling and laughing and stuff, but deep down you're tired. You just don't care about what's happening around you. But you can't be like that. You just gotta laugh and smile like everyone else is doing. But when you go home, you don't care about any of that stuff. It's just, I'm back. Usually it's emptiness that greets you. And you go shower, go eat, or just go lay down in bed and you just sleep, or you just lay there, not able to sleep. Like me. You know, that can lead to a profound sense of loneliness and belonging. And like, I meant a prolonged sense of loneliness and not belonging. Because you can't connect anyone like that. Um, it's weird, When did when did waking up and talking to people become such a bother? When did you when did you lose reason to keep breathing? I don't know the answer to that question. I'm still searching for it myself. So, here's some signs for how you know that you're getting too tired to be alive. Your passion fades. You know, Everyone struggles with passion from time to time. You're not always going to find it, especially when you're young adults. You know, but burnout, when you burn out and like you get tired of being alive, it moves you into a place of sustained motivation loss. Like it's not like okay, I lost my passion for a little bit. Let me find something else. It's like, okay, I've lost my passion and I'm okay with that and I'm just done looking for a passion. So that's a sign. Um, your main emotion is numbness and you don't feel highs or lows. That means talking to people or hanging out with friends and it doesn't excite you, or nothing surprises you anymore. It's like if your friend just had a baby, it's like, oh, you should feel happy, but you'd feel numb. Or when you're sick or you're hurt, I mean, you don't really feel that either. You just feel numb. Whenever you get tired of living, it numbs your heart. And you don't, it gets hard to talk in a way. Talk to people, talk things out over text. So for people like me who's already a terrible texter, it makes me even worse. Um, Everybody drains you. It's another symptom. Um, Talking to people, you know, how some people would, like some friends would energize you, or some people were just super bubbly. Um, you lose that. Like, no matter who you're talking to, family, friends, anybody, it's just like, okay, super robotic. It's just, it doesn't really matter anymore. Like, it's not, you kind of just tune everything out. You can't think straight. It's obvious. You know, your mind's all over the place. You go from here to there about 100 times. And even simple things that make sense, like, don't make sense. Trying to figure out your emotions and how you feel doesn't make sense because you're numb, but your brain doesn't process that. So you stay up late at night trying to figure out how you feel just to not get an answer and continue with your day. You don't laugh anymore. Um, because nothing's funny. You're burnt out. You're tired. You know, you may just suddenly realize, wow, when was the last time I really laughed? Or smiled for that matter. Not just because that's what people expect of me, but when was the last time I really smiled or laughed? Probably the biggest one though is sleep and time no longer refuel you. That's why I'm awake. Truthfully, I usually sleep to get away from the numbness that I feel, but when I wake up now, I just returned back to what I was trying to escape from. So I'm not tired. There's no need to sleep. Not anymore. So those are some ways to notice whenever you feel burnout, or like, you're too tired to be alive. Could also feel like you don't have anywhere to belong, even if you have a home and stuff. Um, or even if you have friends, it feels like you don't have friends. I have friends, but it doesn't feel like I have friends. Like I just said, so I guess that doesn't really help. But it's like, they're there, but they're not really there to you. Like in the moment they're there, but like you don't think about texting them. When you're alone and you get swallowed up by this grief or this numbness. Um, it seems to be a problem lately. Truthfully, more and more people are just tired of being alive, and there really doesn't ever have to be a reason. Um, me for example, I don't think I have a reason to be tired of living. I mean, I could say heartbreak, but we've all been through that. Truthfully, I think my soul has just always been tired. Um, from all the abuse I had as a kid, having to be older than I was, never having a constant support system and stuff like that, and having to do everything on my own. I know a lot of you guys can relate to that, having to do everything on your own because you feel like people don't understand, or they won't ever understand. Or maybe some people will feel or understand that they just aren't lovable. Some of us feel like we aren't lovable, which can definitely support your tiredness of being alive. 'Cause it's like, who would really care if I was dead? If we feel like nobody loves us or that we're unlovable. So if you feel like that, I understand how you feel. My family, I call my family, isn't even my real family. They took me in when I was 18, and they're like my family. They have two other boys, so they'd be fine if I ever clocked out, you know. Um, it's not good to think like that, so don't take me thinking like that. I'm just kind of talking that way, you know. I guess if you guys really don't think like that, though, because like I say all the time, you know, you're the only you in this whole entire world, and it'd matter if you weren't here. Um, Recently, I reconnected with somebody from my past. You know, I really thought that that was going to help with my tiredness of being alive, but it didn't. I mean, I thought it would, considering how I feel about that person, but if anything, it just made me more tired. Um, I think it's weird to think about, you know. I'm more tired than ever. And I know if you haven't slept like me, like 3 days, don't do that. Causes serious health effects, hallucinations, dizzy spells, headaches. You could faint somewhere you're not supposed to. Definitely don't drive if you haven't slept like that. The truth is, sometimes there's nothing you can do about situations like this. I think that's something that's hard for people to accept because, you know, we're humans. We want to help. A lot of people want to help everyone before them, especially if they're your friends or family. Um, but the truth is, you can't save everyone, especially if they're just tired. And there's nothing to save. It's not like, you know, people who are tired of being alive usually don't kill themselves. They just neglect their health, and what happens, happens. Don't do that, though. If you're tired of being alive. I'm being a total hypocrite right now. But keep fighting. I mean, don't stop. Don't take after me. This is stupid. I'm supposed to be giving you guys advice on how to battle this stuff, and I'm just talking about how I'm tired of being alive myself. I wish I could help you guys with this problem, but I don't know. I don't know how, because I can't even help myself. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Not being able to help yourself, having to rely on others. Sometimes that's just how it happens. Like it just can't be helped. We can't do everything on our own. Another thing that comes with, you know, being too tired to be alive is try not to love when you're like that. I mean, you're gonna break hearts. You know, if you're too tired to be alive, don't do your best not to be in a relationship. Because if something does happen to you, then and it leaves your partner a hard spot. And if they leave you, that just makes everything worse for you. Don't get too tired to be alive, though, if you don't know where you're going in life. Um, I guess this is more for the person that I reconnected with if they ever watch this. All of you have this light inside of you that shines so brightly and so much potential, and you may not know what to do with it now, or you may feel like you'll never know what to do with it. But by you shining, it gives others the chance to do the same. It gives them bravery to try. Remember, you guys are still young, or if you're not young, it's never too late to start over and try something else. Sometimes we feel like, there's all this weight holding us down. Expectations, the past, what we want for the future, what we want out of life. The truth is, nobody knows how long the world's gonna last, or America at this point, or whatever. Life's too short not to take what you want. If you love somebody and you want that person, say something. Take them. Don't let the past stop you, or don't let the fear of the unknown stop you. The fact of the matter is, if you hesitate, you have a chance of missing out on your own happily ever after. I have this friend. She was in love with this guy for a really long time, and they were definitely building their way towards something. But he met this one girl by complete chance, and she swept him off his feet, and they just fell in love so hard. And my friend was left with a broken heart. She didn't act on what she wanted, and what was definitely hers. She definitely had his heart, and she just would have left. And now she's watching someone else have her happily ever after. Love is too precious a resource to waste. So, if you find it, or if it comes back to you from someone from the past, or if you find it in somebody new, or it's a stranger that just sends electricity through you, or something crazy like that, hold on and don't let go. And don't chase love if there's love in front of you. I saw this thing on TikTok. It said, I regret chasing the love that I thought I wanted and not taking the love that I had. Because the fact of the matter is, maybe while you're out, trying to capture planets, you're going to lose the stars. If you have love, or you love somebody, or somebody loves you, don't waste it. Because the truth of the matter is, there's no guarantee you'll find it later. And you could end up all alone, wishing you would have held on to what was in front of you when you had the chance. And if someone says it's over, don't try to hang on and wait around. Don't try to be like the Notebook and wait for years and years and years, for so many years. Everyone knows the Notebook was a toxic love story. And yeah, it was, people can argue it was sweet, but in reality it was bad. He wasted his whole life. It goes for guys and girls. When they say it's done, you just accept it and move forward. And if it comes back, then it's up to you if you want to take it again. But you're too important to just wait around for somebody else. You have so much to give to somebody, so much love and energy and warmth. And someday someone's going to appreciate that. They won't squander it. They'll just have you be nothing but unapologetically yourself. And they'll think you're beautiful inside and out. And they'll love your soul way more than they love the outside. So if you're tired of feeling alive, I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what you're going through because everyone's experience is different. But know that I'm with you in this fight. Promise me you won't give up. Because I promise I won't give up if you guys don't. I'm trying. I'm trying not to give up. Sometimes it's all we can do. You guys stay safe. Know you're loved. And remember, you matter. And I wouldn't trade any of you guys for anybody. That's it.